A highly aligned team is a productive team. The big question is, how aligned is your team? Dysfunctional teams have low productivity. Conflict is caused by misunderstandings and misinformation, and the error rates tend to be higher than our customers would like. At the other end of the spectrum, highly aligned teams anticipate risks and issues. They have low rates of repeat errors or escalations, and they deliver great results. Simply put, highly aligned teams hum. Let's talk about that. When I work with teams on their productivity, there are 4 pieces of evidence I look for and measure. How well team members make informed and balanced decisions, how easily and quickly they get unstuck, how team members build the capability of their team and grow other people, and how leaders of those teams stretch people every day. Let's take each of these in turn. Evidence number 1. Team members make informed, balanced decisions. Here's what this looks like. The team can anticipate problems as well as recognise and accurately evaluate the signs of a problem. Leaders are kept informed but not involved. They see the impact of a problem on multiple stakeholders and the impact of its solution. They base decisions on facts and have a process for keeping their biases in check. The team gathers information, weighs up solution options and can articulate the impact and the actions needed. This is a natural step that shows up a lot in discussions. Most of their decisions are optimal, meaning their decisions don't make everyone happy, but they do address critical factors that will either affect the bottom line, people, or both. They handle new information with ease, and changing priorities don't really knock them off track. They just quickly reassess and keep moving forward. Humming teams know who to keep informed of what developments and changes without communication overload and without involving too many parties. Evidence number 2. Members get unstuck quickly. There are dozens of opportunities every day for getting stuck. Humming teams get unstuck quickly because they've got many ways of approaching situations and they embrace the philosophy of always improving. Collectively, the team is ready to flex and negotiate and aim for something better. Having a kit bag of tools and methodologies makes this easier. Tense situations are being handled with tact and diplomacy while being bolstered by business strategy and data. This is possible because there's a high level of trust and common ground. Team members can spot risks and issues early and can make clear business cases and connections for why an issue needs to be resolved or avoided. And when there is a setback, the team repairs relationships, learns from the mistakes, and recontracts to move forward in a healthier way. Communication is open and honest. They can speak their minds without making an issue personal, and with the understanding that people are just wanting to make things better. When the team is aligned, there are fewer grey spots and ambiguities to slow people down or derail them. That forward momentum keeps everyone's moods in a good place and gives us a collective sense of purpose. And we don't miss opportunities to celebrate small and big wins. Work delivered, under tough timelines often, we become a tight team because we're experiencing stuff together. People's quirks become part of our collective identity instead of irritations. Evidence number 3. Team members grow others all the time. When people are clear on their role and how they want to grow and contribute, it becomes crystal clear why they should mentor and grow other people. So what becomes their motivation? Growing other people increases the team's capability and capacity. And growing doesn't have to be only a leader's responsibility. Peers can grow each other too. When a team can do more and to a higher standard, the leader can delegate more. This frees up a leader or team member's time to get involved in more strategic conversations and decision making, usually further up the chain with key stakeholders. Having this context makes it easier for a leader or team to bring clarity and direction back to the team, especially when things get tough or messy. Team members can stay on target and keep humming that way. So what evidence should you look for? Team members shadow each other. They share knowledge, they brainstorm and problem solve together in formal and informal ways. There's always a conversation going on in huddles, as well as this behaviour being overt in team meetings. Members can identify their backup talent, someone who'll step in for them if they can't be there for whatever reason, or if a request comes in that needs more hands on deck. Let's be frank, most of the time there are big gaps between one role and another person being ready or close to ready to step up. Everyone else in the team scrambles to keep a service going or reconstruct a process. It's stressful, it's ripe for arguments and finger pointing, and meanwhile your clients bear the brunt of it all. That does not make work fun or interesting. That's a chore with a sell-by date. In humming teams, transitions are part of the life cycle. We accept and expect people to move on, and we plan for handoffs, handovers, and step-ups. And finally, evidence number 4, leaders stretch their teams every day. So, your humming team makes great decisions. You're informed but not dragged into every conflict. There's a high level of trust among the team, and the team itself has a strong reputation across the organisation for getting things done. As the leader, what's left for you to do? Lots. You're a resource to your peers in your team. They know they can come to you because you're tapped into the strategic decision-making discussions. You can give perspectives and good context, and they trust your opinion on handling tricky situations. You've got a good handle on the workload of your team, and you regularly make adjustments to load balance work and delivery schedules. Because you've got good communication lines with other functions, you can accommodate changes and extra demands that come at short notice or with a high priority. Things like loaning out team members to other projects, which is a growth opportunity by the way, is a no-brainer. You've also got credit with other teams and functions, so you can call for extra help when your team needs it. You understand the strengths of each person in your team and their areas of interest and where they want more experience. You're always scanning the company for opportunities to give your team members the right exposure, and you love singing their praises whenever you have the chance. Your bird's eye view allows you to swoop down to help here and there, to course correct, and even just acknowledge and thank people for their commitment. You also trust your team members to know when to ask you for help. And when that happens, you get the balance between providing the answers and coaching them to figure it out for themselves right. You comfortably navigate distinctions between supporting and fixing, between creating awareness and rolling up your sleeves, between holding their toes to the fire and backing them on tough decisions. You stretch your team every day by modelling great leadership. Your behaviour says, I believe you can do this. How can I support you? So whether we inherit a team, build one, or come through the team to lead it, highly aligned teams or humming teams are efficient, productive, and committed. The impact and value to business is enormous. It can shape your culture and it can determine the health of your bottom line. It's all about having better conversations. If you're struggling with team alignment, check out the Team Productivity Programme on my website. And if you're ready to invest in leaders and teams to ramp up their productivity, you can email me, betterconversations@papertuner.com. Thanks for stopping by.